My bride planned to flee our wedding. I found her packed bags, her passport, and a one-way ticket, all hidden hours before she walked down the aisle. But she still showed up, smiling like nothing was wrong. I thought she changed her mind. I thought she chose me. I was wrong. She didn't stay for love. She stayed because someone wanted me dead. And running would get me killed faster. I thought she was the one escaping. But in the end, I'm the one who had to run. I stood at the altar trying to breathe normally, but my chest felt tight. All morning, the same message kept repeating in my head, Alina's half-typed words glowing on her phone screen last night, I can't do this. I'm leaving in the morning. I didn't mean to see it. I walked into the room at the wrong time, she left her phone unlocked, and the truth landed in my lap like a punch. When the music started, I whispered to myself, if she was going to run, why didn't she? Ryan nudged me. Bro, relax. You look like you're about to pass out. I'm fine, I muttered, but he gave me a long stare, the kind that didn't match his casual tone. Then the doors opened. Everyone gasped. Alina stepped in wearing white, glowing under the lights, beautiful, calm, too calm. Her smile hovered like something glued on. She looked at the guests more than she looked at me. Aunt Miriam whispered loudly on the front row, the girl seems nervous. Maybe she's regretting this. Zane, standing beside her, shot her a warning look. Aunt, please. I watched her walk toward me, each step heavy with something I couldn't read. When she reached me, I took her hand. It trembled. I whispered, are you okay? Of course, she said, but her voice barely carried. I'm fine. Did you sleep last night? Yes. Are you sure? She exhaled sharply. Stop asking me that here. Her reaction made my stomach twist. The ceremony began, but I couldn't focus. My eyes kept drifting to her face. She wasn't looking at me. Not once. She stared at the ground, the ceiling, anywhere else. I leaned closer. Alina, look at me, I whispered. She did, finally, but only for a second. Her eyes were glossy, scared. Ryan leaned over from behind. Dude, stop whispering. People can hear you. I turned slightly. Is something wrong with her? He shrugged a little too quickly. She's just emotional. That wasn't the answer I needed. Aunt Miriam leaned in again, unable to resist drama. She looks like she wants to bolt. Look at her feet, shaking like a leaf. Zane glared again. Aunt Miriam, please stop. You're making it worse. I glanced at him. Is she okay? He hesitated. She's just stressed. Big day. His tone didn't match his words. I whispered to Alina again. Do you want to tell me something? No, her fingers twitched, squeezing my hand without meaning to. The officiant continued speaking, but the words blurred. My mind kept replaying her message, I'm leaving in the morning. Did someone stop her? Did something scare her? Or was she acting now, pretending everything was fine until she found another chance to run? When it was time for the vows, I said mine without looking away from her. I kept waiting for her to run, flinch, interrupt, something. Instead, she whispered her vows quietly, voice cracking at the edges. When the officiant said, "You may kiss the bride," her breath hitched. She leaned in, but her lips barely touched mine. She kept her eyes closed too long. Something was wrong. So wrong. As we turned toward the guests, she whispered in my ear, voice shaking, "I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do." I froze mid-step. I whispered back, "Sorry for what?" She didn't answer. She just tightened her grip on my arm as if forcing herself to keep walking. People clapped. Cameras flashed. I felt nothing except a cold rush through my chest. When we reached the end of the aisle, Ryan came over grinning. Congrats, man. You made it. Ryan, I said quietly, did she say anything to you last night? His smile faltered. What? No. Why? You sure? Positive. He shifted slightly, eyes flicking toward Zane before returning to me. That tiny movement made my nerves spike. Aunt Miriam rushed over next with a tray of sweets. Take one, Beta. You look pale. I ignored the tray. Aunt, did you talk to Alina this morning? Only to say she looked tired. Didn't she, Zane? She nudged him again. Zane swallowed hard. She didn't sleep much. Because she was planning to run? I asked quietly. He blinked fast. What? Why would she run? You tell me, I shot back. Alina tugged my sleeve. Can we go inside? Please. Her voice shook again. I wanted to pull her aside, demand the truth, but not in front of all these people. We stepped into the reception hall. Music blared, but all the noise faded behind the pounding in my head. I whispered, Alina, look at me. What did you mean by that apology? She opened her mouth, closed it again, then whispered, not here. Ryan approached again. You too good? I stared at him carefully. Are you good? He raised an eyebrow. What's that supposed to mean? Before I could answer, a waiter sprinted toward us, breathless. Sir, he said, stopping in front of me, we have a problem. You need to see this. My heart slammed against my ribs. What happened? I asked. You need to come now, he said. It's important. I looked at Alina. She went pale instantly. Ryan stepped forward. Maybe I should go instead. No, the waiter said firmly. He needs to see it. Alina whispered, don't go. Why? I asked. She looked down. Just, don't. The waiter insisted, please, sir. It's urgent. I swallowed, glanced at everyone one last time, then followed him out of the hall. Heart racing, mind spinning, unsure if Alina lied to me, or if the truth was about to be something much worse. The waiter led me down a narrow hallway behind the reception hall. My pulse hammered with every step. When he pushed open a small storage room door, I froze. A single bag sat in the middle of the floor. My breath caught. That's Alina's. Yes, sir, he whispered. Someone hid it here. I stepped toward it slowly, as if it might explode. When I unzipped it, everything I feared spilled out, wads of cash, her passport, a one-way ticket to Toronto, and a folded letter with my name written in her handwriting. I whispered, she really planned to leave. The waiter stepped back. Should I call anyone? No, I said, my voice breaking. Just, leave me. He left quickly. My fingers shook around the letter. She still might run, even after marrying me. Before I could unfold it, someone barged in. Ryan. He looked at the bag, then at me, too fast, too prepared. Bro, what is this? You tell me, I said. He walked closer immediately, reaching for my arm. Come on, let's get out of here. This room stinks. Let the staff deal with it. I pulled my arm away. Why are you touching me? He blinked. I'm helping you. By dragging me away from my wife's escape bag? That's not, listen, you don't know what's going on. And you do? I asked sharply. He hesitated. I mean, she's stressed. You know brides freak out. Stress doesn't come with passports and one-way tickets. He swallowed. Look, this isn't what you think. What do I think, Ryan? I snapped. Because you seem to know exactly what's happening. He tensed. Let's talk outside. No, I said. I'm reading this letter. He stepped forward again. At least let me move, I warned. For a second, something dark crossed his face, something I'd never seen. But he stepped back, jaw tight. I grabbed the letter and walked out. My heartbeat echoed in my ears. When I reached the main hall, everything stopped. Alina saw the letter in my hand. Her eyes widened like she'd been stabbed. She mouthed, "No." I felt my throat tighten. I walked straight past the guests and opened the letter with shaking hands. I feel unsafe. My chest tightened. Someone is watching me. My hands started trembling. Someone close to us has been threatening me. I can't name him in case he finds this. I looked up. Someone close. Threatening her. Watching her. Was she running from me? Or running to protect me? Noshin walked by quickly, pretending not to look at me. Her face was pale. Zara approached slowly. "What's in the letter?" "You tell me," I said. "You look like you already know." She froze. "I don't." Imran, the quiet uncle who rarely spoke, kept staring at Alina like he expected her to break apart any second. I walked toward her. "Alina." She backed up a step. "Please, not here." I held the letter up. "Who threatened you?" She shook her head. "I'll explain, just come with me." "No more running," I whispered. She grabbed my hand and pulled me into a side hallway. Her fingers were ice cold. I asked, "You were going to leave?" She looked down. "Yes." "You were going to run from me?" "No," she whispered. "I was running to protect you." My breath caught. "Protect me from who?" She wiped her tears. "I didn't want to lie on our wedding day. But I didn't know what else to do." "Tell me," I begged. "Tell me right now." She stepped closer. "I wanted to warn you, but he said if I did, he'd." The door slammed open behind us. Zayn burst in, face white with panic. "Alina. What did you do?" She flinched. "Zayn, please. You weren't supposed to stay," he shouted. "You were supposed to be on that plane by now." My stomach dropped. "Zayn, why?" He grabbed his head. "You don't get it. He'll kill him." "Who?" I demanded. "Who is he talking about?" Zayn's voice cracked as he screamed. "The man she's running from." I gripped Alina's shaking hands as she whispered, "I need to tell you everything." Her voice trembled like she was forcing each word out of a locked cage. I nodded, trying to steady her, though my heart beat like it wanted to burst out of my chest. "What truth?" I asked. "What were you hiding from me?" She closed her eyes. "I wasn't running from the wedding. I was running from him." "Who?" I breathed. "Adrian King," she said, the name falling like a stone. "My ex-fiancé." My fingers froze. "You said you broke things cleanly." "I tried," she whispered. "But Adrian never accepted it. He's powerful. Obsessive. Dangerous. When I told him it was over, he said," she swallowed. "If you marry him, I'll destroy him first." I felt my stomach twist. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Because he meant it," she said. Her eyes glistened. "I thought if I left quietly, he would stop. That's why I packed that bag." But then, she pressed my hand to her heart. "I stayed because I love you too much to disappear. Even if it kills me." "Don't say that," I whispered. "Nothing is going to happen to you." "You can't promise that," she said. "Not with Adrian involved." I looked around, suddenly aware of every shadow, every whisper. A pair of men in dark suits stood near the entrance, watching the crowd without blinking. My pulse jumped. Do you know them? I asked. Alina stiffened. No, but Adrian sends people. The hairs on my neck rose. Every corner felt hostile. Then I noticed Ryan standing alone, typing quickly on his phone, his jaw tense. Why is he always texting? I muttered. He's been acting strange since morning, Alina whispered. I'm going to talk to him. Be careful. I walked toward Ryan. Why do you keep texting? What's going on? He flinched. Nothing. Just work. At my wedding? Bro, relax, he said, but his voice was too sharp. You know something, I whispered. Tell me. He avoided my eyes. Drop it. No, I said. Not this time. Not when Alina's scared for her life. Ryan stepped closer. Trust me. You don't want to dig into this. My heart pounded harder. What are you hiding? He stared at me for a long second. Look, just focus on Alina. I'm handling something. That's not an answer. Leave it, he snapped, then walked away. I clenched my fists. Every instinct screamed that Ryan was part of something bigger. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. I opened it. You married her. Now you pay. My breath stopped. Alina saw my face. What happened? I turned the screen toward her. She went white. It's him. How does he even know so fast? I asked. Because he watches everything, she whispered. He watches me. Fear crawled into my bones, cold and heavy, but rage burned through it. He's not touching you, I said. I'll burn the world before I let him. Before she could reply, a deep vibration shook the ground. Then. Boom. A blast thundered through the venue. Glass shattered. People screamed. The lights flickered, then died. Smoke filled the air. Chairs crashed. Someone shouted my name. Someone else cried for help. Alina. I grabbed her but lost my grip in the chaos. I'm here, she cried, coughing. Then a body hit the floor beside us with a sickening thud. Someone had collapsed. And I had no idea who. Voices blurred into one terrifying roar. People pushed past me, running, stumbling, screaming. I tried to drag Alina toward a corner, away from the smoke, but my eyes kept darting to the fallen figure. Stay down, I told her. No, someone's hurt, she insisted. Alina, please. She reached for me. I won't leave you. The air tasted like dust and burning cloth. Someone shouted, call an ambulance. Another voice cried, the generator is gone. I crouched beside the unconscious body. Sir. Can you hear me? Alina gasped. I know him. Who is it? One of Adrian's former security guards. My blood turned to ice. Why is he here? I don't know, she whispered. A hand gripped my shoulder, Ryan. We need to get out, he said. Why? What do you know? Before he answered, more screams erupted. There's another device, someone yelled. Alina clutched my arm. This is Adrian. I pulled her close. We're leaving now. But the chaos kept swelling, swallowing every exit in confusion. People pushed in every direction, blocking the way. I held Alina tighter, trying to shield her from falling debris. My chest burned with the realization that Adrian's threat had reached us. Ryan grabbed my arm again, his voice cracking as he said, "You're not safe here. None of us are." His fear only confirmed what I knew, this attack was just the beginning now. Smoke curled through the air like a living thing, and screams tore through the hall. My chest tightened. My mind kept repeating, this is real, this is happening, and I can't lose her. Alina. I shouted, pushing past people stumbling and coughing. My heartbeat slammed in my ears. Through the chaos, I finally saw her, being dragged by Ryan toward the back exit. For 1 second, my brain refused to believe it. "Ryan! What are you doing?" I yelled. He stopped. His hand clenched around Alina's wrist. She struggled, her voice breaking. "Let me go." Ryan turned toward me, guilt painted all over his face. "I told him you wouldn't listen," he said softly. "I told him the only way was to take her back." My stomach dropped. "Ryan, you worked with Adrian?" His jaw trembled. "I had no choice. He owns everything I have." "You chose him over me?" My voice cracked. "Over your best friend?" "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I never wanted it to go this far." Alina tried to pull away again. "You're delivering me like some package." "He'll kill him, Ryan. Do you hear me? He'll kill him." He shook his head. "No. Adrian promised to spare him. He said he just needed you." "Liar," she screamed. I took a step forward. "Ryan, let her go. Right now." "No," he said, voice shaking. "If I don't do this, he'll ruin me. Everything I've built. My family. Your family." I cut him off. "I'm your family." His lips parted, but nothing came out. Behind us, more chaos erupted, people crying, alarms blaring, glasses shattering. I could barely breathe. The hallway lights flickered above us. Then came another betrayal. Noshin appeared from the shadows, her voice trembling but her eyes cold. "Ryan, hurry. Adrian is already on the way. He said to meet him at the east gate." I stared at her. You were helping him too." She looked away. "I had to. You don't know the kind of power he has." "Power?" I repeated. "He's a monster." Imran suddenly stepped out from behind her. "Let's go. No more delays." His tone was too calm. Too controlled. I felt my fists clench. "You were watching us the whole time." He didn't deny it. Zayn appeared last, his expression torn with guilt. "I tried to warn her," he whispered. "I tried to stop this before today." "You knew?" I asked. "I didn't want you dragged into this mess," he said. "I thought she could disappear before it got worse." "Disappear?" I repeated. "She's my wife." Ryan pulled her closer, and something inside me snapped. I lunged at him. He tried to block me, but my shoulder crashed into his chest and we hit the wall. Alina stumbled to the side. He shoved me back. "Stop. You don't understand how dangerous he is." "I understand enough." I shouted, punching him hard in the jaw. He staggered, holding his face. "You chose the wrong side. You think I wanted this?" he yelled. He cornered me. He forced me. This was the only way. "No," I said. "There's always a choice." Ryan grabbed my shirt. "If she goes with him, you live. If she stays, Adrian will kill you." Alina suddenly rushed between us, tears streaming. She grabbed my hand. "No one is sparing him," she cried. "Adrian wants him dead." Her voice ripped the last piece of hope inside me. So Ryan had been lied to. Used. Manipulated. "Ryan," I said quietly, "he never planned to spare me." He froze. His hand loosened. That's when Ryan's phone vibrated loudly in his pocket. He looked at the screen, and his face drained of color. "Adrian," he whispered. He handed me the phone without speaking. My hand trembled as I pressed it to my ear. "If you think you're taking her." His cold voice cut through everything. "You should have let her run." Adrian. Now I'm coming for you. The call ended. I stared at the phone, my blood turning to ice. Then we heard it, sirens. Multiple. Loud. Closing in fast. Noshin looked terrified. He said he wasn't coming like this. He said it would be quiet. Imran swore under his breath. Ryan ran a hand through his hair, shaking. We moved toward the exit, slowly, cautiously, the smoke growing behind us. The hallway lights flickered again, then died, plunging everything into half-darkness. Alina squeezed my hand. Don't let go of me. Never, I said. The doors burst open. Police stormed inside, guns drawn, shouting commands. Red and blue lights flashed across their uniforms, the beams cutting through the smoke. Hands where we can see them. People around me raised their hands. I felt Alina trembling beside me. Ryan's breath hitched. Then the leading officer stepped forward. His badge glinted. His uniform perfectly pressed. His eyes colder than steel. Adrian King. Good evening, he said, smirking at me. I told you I was coming. And I realized. The real danger wasn't outside the house. He had already been inside it for years. The moment Adrian stepped through the smoke-filled doorway in full police uniform, my stomach turned to stone. His smirk cut through me more than the chaos, more than the sirens, more than the screaming. Thought you could hide a wedding from me, he said, tapping the cuffs on his belt. Cute. I felt Alina's nails dig into my arm. Her voice shook. Don't let him touch me. I whispered, I won't. Adrian walked closer, boots echoing on the broken glass. Come here, Alina. You've caused enough trouble for one night. No, I said. He raised an eyebrow. No. That's adorable. Ryan stepped forward, trembling. Adrian, please, don't hurt him. This wasn't the deal. Adrian laughed. Deal? The deal was whatever I said it was. Please, Ryan begged. You promised. A gunshot cracked through the air. Ryan collapsed before my brain registered the sound. I dropped to my knees beside him. Ryan. Stay with me. Look at me. He coughed blood, his fingers gripping my wrist. I'm sorry, he whispered. Why did you trust him? I cried. His voice broke. I thought, he'd let you live. His eyes went still. Something inside me shattered. Adrian twirled the gun casually. He was getting annoying. He pointed at Alina. Now come here before I make him beg. She shook her head violently. I won't go with you. You will, he said, stepping forward, or he dies next. I grabbed her hand. Run. What? She whispered. Run. I shouted, pulling her with me. The hall exploded into chaos again. People screamed as we sprinted past fallen tables and shattered lights. Adrian cursed behind us. Stop running, he shouted. It only makes it fun. We tore through a service hallway. I yanked open a rusted door that led into the storm cellar beneath the venue. Alina hesitated. He'll follow. I know, I gasped. That's why we have to move. We rushed down the metal stairs. The cellar was cold and pitch dark. My breath echoed in the damp air. Thunder cracked outside as rain began to fall heavily. Keep moving, I whispered. She squeezed my hand. I was supposed to be the one running. Not tonight, I said. Tonight I run to save us. A loud crash above, Adrian kicking the cellar door open. Found you, his voice echoed down, mocking. You two really like making me work. We slipped through the back exit into the rain. Water pounded against us, soaking our clothes instantly. The mud made every step slippery. Left. Alina shouted. We ran behind the venue, past trees bending in the storm wind. My lungs burned. My legs felt weak. But I kept going, pulling her with me. Behind us, Adrian's footsteps splashed through the mud. Alina, he shouted. You think he can save you? He can't save himself. She squeezed my hand tighter. Don't stop. I won't, I breathed. Flashlights cut through the trees, Adrian getting closer. We broke into a clearing near the old storage shed on the property. I tried the door, it was locked. Come out. Adrian yelled. Or I'll shoot through the trees. Maybe I hit you. Maybe I hit him. Either way, I win. Alina turned to me, trembling but fierce. Enough. We can't keep running. Alina. She stepped in front of me, rain dripping off her face. If you want someone to run, she shouted toward the trees, then take me. Just leave him. Alina. I grabbed her arm. Don't do that. She shook her head. I won't let him hurt you. Her bravery broke something open inside me, something raw, something violent. I pushed her gently behind me. He's not taking you. Adrian stepped into the clearing, gun raised. Oh look, he said. The hero act. I'm done running from you, I said. You really think you can fight me, he scoffed. I don't think, I said. I know. He fired. I lunged. The shot grazed my arm, burning like fire. I didn't stop. I tackled him to the ground. The gun flew into the mud. He punched me hard across the face, but rage kept me upright. I hit him again, and again, the storm roaring around us. You took everything from her. I shouted. He spat blood. She was mine. She was never yours. He reached for the gun, but I grabbed his wrist and slammed it into the ground. Let go, he screamed. No. Suddenly, sirens again. Dozens. A commanding voice shouted, police. Drop everything. Adrian froze. What? Zane ran into the clearing, soaked and breathless. I called them, he yelled. The real police. Backup officers swarmed Adrian, dragging him up and slamming cuffs on his wrists. He screamed, I'm a detective. You can't arrest me. One officer replied, not anymore. Adrian thrashed, but it was over. I collapsed into the mud, breathing hard. Alina dropped beside me, pulling me into her arms. You okay? She whispered. I am now, I said. Dawn slowly broke through the storm clouds, soft light spreading over the ruined clearing. I looked at her, mud on her cheeks, rain in her hair, tears in her eyes. She planned to run from me, I whispered. But she stayed. And in the end, I'm the one who ran from fear, from silence, from weakness, and toward the woman who chose me even in her darkest moment. She smiled weakly. We're free now. I stood, helping her up. Our fingers intertwined. And together, we walked away from the chaos, hand in hand.